They say when a king walks out of his palace to visit a prisoner, that prisoner is no longer ordinary. Power has shifted. The walls have started listening. History has quietly entered the room. And this morning, that proverb has come alive in a way nobody expected. Because the news coming out of the caliphate today is not just shaking Sokoto, it is sending shockwaves across the entire southeast and beyond. Yes, you saw the headline. This is real. This is confirmed. This is happening. Early this morning, Tuesday, January 2026, a high-powered royal delegation led by none other than His Royal Majesty, the Akojofo of Igboland himself, Ischoku, touched down in Sokoto State on a mission that could rewrite Nigeria's political story for the next decade. Their destination: the Sokoto Correctional Center. Their purpose: a private visit with the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you thought the lion had been forgotten after that shocking life sentence last year, this visit is the loudest proof yet that the story is far from over. Something is moving behind the scenes. Something big. And the question burning on everyone's lips right now is simple. Is Nnamdi Kanu finally coming home? Before we dive deeper, do me a massive favor, hit that like button right now. It helps push this update to every Igbo son and daughter across the globe. And if you're not yet subscribed, this is the moment. Turn on your notification bell. You do not want to miss what's coming next. Now let's rewind the tape for a moment. Since November 2025, the atmosphere has been dark, heavy, and tense. Many of us still remember that gloomy Thursday when Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja handed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a life sentence. It was a verdict that landed like thunder. Families cried. Markets went quiet. Social media exploded. The Southeast felt wounded. But that was only the beginning. The court went further and ordered that Kanu be transferred from DSS custody in Abuja, where his lawyers had access, all the way to Sokoto Correctional Center in the far north. The excuse was security. They said Abuja was no longer safe enough for a man of his influence. That transfer created a terrifying silence. His legal team immediately raised alarm. Lead counsel Aloy Ejimeka cried out publicly that the distance made it nearly impossible to prepare an effective appeal. It felt like the case was being buried quietly, far away from public eyes, far away from pressure, far away from sympathy. For weeks, nothing. No visits. No updates. No hope. Until today. Because you don't just wake up and decide to travel to Sokoto as a traditional ruler of that stature. This was not a casual visit. This was a calculated diplomatic move. The Akojofo of Igboland did not travel alone. He arrived with men of timber and caliber, respected figures whose voices carry weight in political corridors and traditional councils alike. In diplomatic language, this is what you call a signal. A message. A door knock at the highest level. And this visit matters for two powerful reasons. First, it shatters the narrative of isolation. For months, the idea pushed into public consciousness was that Kanu had been abandoned in the far north, cut off from his people, forgotten by leadership. This visit destroys that story instantly. It tells the federal government and the entire world, our son is not alone. Our son is not forgotten. In Igbo culture, a father does not abandon his child in the storm, no matter how violent the rain is. This visit is cultural resistance. Silent but powerful. Second, and this is where things get really interesting, this could be the opening chapter of the political solution many have been praying for. Just 2 days ago, on Sunday, January 18, 2026, fresh reports emerged urging Southeast political leaders to urgently negotiate Kanu's release before the 2027 election season heats up. Tension is building. Campaigns are coming. Political calculations are shifting. Let's be honest with ourselves, the legal road is looking long and rough. A life sentence appeal could drag for years at the Supreme Court. That means one realistic shortcut remains, a presidential pardon or a negotiated political release. And who is better positioned to quietly broker such a delicate conversation than a respected traditional ruler with national influence? Now look closely at the timing. We are entering early 2026. The political engine is warming up for 2027. No ruling party wants to campaign in the southeast with a deep unresolved wound burning across the region. It creates hostility. It creates resistance. It creates instability. This royal visit could be the bridge, the soft landing, that allows the federal government to save face while easing tension and restoring calm. Remember, even during sentencing, the court openly referenced fears of unrest as justification for his transfer. If a respected monarch can personally guarantee conduct, stability, and responsibility, doors that were previously locked may quietly open. Now let me pause here and throw this question directly to you. We've seen traditional rulers visit Kanu before while he was in Abuja, and nothing changed. Do you think this Sokoto visit is different? Does the fact that he is now serving a life sentence make negotiation easier or harder? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear what you think. There's another important angle many people are overlooking: welfare and health. Sokoto's climate is not the same as Abuja or the southeast. The heat is harsher. The food culture is different. The isolation is real. For someone who has already spent years in detention, this transfer became punishment on top of punishment. This royal visit is also a physical welfare check, eye-to-eye confirmation that he is still standing strong. If the Akodiofo comes out and assures the public that he has seen him and progress is being made, it will calm nerves across the southeast immediately. Because let's be honest, the tension has been boiling. Sit-at-home orders continue to affect the economy despite previous directives. People are frustrated. Emotions are raw. Everyone wants closure. If this delegation returns with even a small concrete assurance from Abuja, it could change everything. And here's what you should watch closely next. After high-profile visits like this, the next stop is often Aso Rock. Briefings happen quietly. Backdoor meetings start. Signals begin to leak. If you suddenly see royal delegations in Abuja within the next few days, then know this: something serious is cooking behind closed doors. History may be warming up. If this update gives you hope and you truly want to see peace restored and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu return home, smash that like button. Let's push this to 50,000 likes to show solidarity. And if you're not yet subscribed, now is the time. Turn on that notification bell, because this story is just getting started. Stay alert. Stay informed. Stay safe.